This is Alberto from Affiliated Prosperity. Wanted to come today talk a little bit about affiliate marketing and little things about how to pick a good trade, good niches, and assortments like that. So, for me personally, I started affiliate marketing in 2016. I've been working on it ever since. It is a program where you work with other companies, other software developers, or programs, and you pretty much drive traffic to those people. When you get traffic to those people, you can get yourself commissioned by any of the traffic that purchase from the link that the company will give to you. Now, it works great when you need to make some extra money on the side. There's a lot of different avenues and different ways you can promote. Not all of the affiliate markets are the same, so it's very important to always read the terms and conditions on a lot of these affiliate markets and where you can sell, where you cannot sell. Those are all kinds of important things. Last thing you want to do, get yourself banned for not complying or not getting your links honored and getting paid for driving that traffic and um, being outside of the guidelines. So that's one thing to always remember. When it comes to affiliate marketing, there's really all kinds of different avenues you can take. The three that I can recommend right off the top of the head, it would be one, weight loss, two would be online dating, three will be investing. Now, when you go into these and picking your niche, there are different avenues and different ways to want to pick these niches. So let me just give a quick rundown real quick. We'll use, let's say, NFL for an example. Okay, for the NFL, yes, there's a lot of people, millions of people that watch NFL all year, every year, and they support their teams. So there is a lot of money inside of saying for like the NBA or NFL, NBA, and sports like that. The problem with that is that the NFL have millions of dollars to be able to put for their advertising. So if you are putting trying to build on that niche, it's going to be hard to compete with somebody that has millions of dollars. So um, that avenue may not be the absolute best direction to go when picking the sports niche. But that does not have to deter you from wanting to sell sports. And there's a lot of different ways you can actually go about this. Um, let's use college football. If you go for a niche where how to train college football, how to be a coach in college football, how to be a coach in, um, let's say, you know, pee wee football and things like that. Now, that part of the sport is a smaller part of the niche. So you can absolutely um, dominate there, and there's plenty of playing field there to actually earn good income. And that goes for like even weight loss. Weight loss is one of my go tos that I like to use. There's a lot of people that love to spend a lot of money on weight loss materials. Now, coming this time of the year, it's getting close to New Year's, and people have a conception of a new year, new me. And so they would want to go out and lose weight. Now, within the weight loss community, there's a lot of areas that you can go into. You have gyms, gym memberships. Right now, have amazing deals. You can go to like Planet Fitness for 25 cents for the first 3 months. Um, Others have other promotions going to that. So there's a lot of opportunity in that. But you don't necessarily have to go to the gym either. You have yoga, you got pills, shakes, you got wraps, and there's just an, a wide variety of different weight loss materials and avenues you can take. One thing about gym memberships that I would have to say that I'll give it 2 out of 3 stars is that when people get this concession of a new year, new me, when they leave their um, membership after about a week, maybe 2 weeks of going, they miss a day, they'll eat a hamburger, they break their routine, and then pretty soon they just stop going altogether. So you're going to be eventually looking for somebody to replace that, but that's not a big problem because there's always somebody else willing to step in and try to better themselves by losing weight. So that's why I give it 2 out of 3 stars. You're always looking for somebody to replace the one that didn't have the dedication to see their goal all the way through. Happens a lot. Unfortunately, that's part of the game. But hey, there's always somebody to replace. So I give weight loss 2 out of 3 stars. Online dating. Now, people, it's a natural, how do you say, instinct to want to find a companion. No matter what your sexual preference is or where you're from, unless you're like a complete Scrooge, you would pretty much everybody wants to find either their knight in shining armor or their Cinderella story. Now, it's it's a big money marketplace. People that spend on finding their happily ever after, they can stick around for quite a while, and they will be inside of that program until they find somebody, or either just say, you know what, enough's enough, I quit, I'm done. Sure, there is a lot of, let's say, free online dating sites that you can go to out there and utilize. But even with these free online dating sites, if you really want to start to engage, send pictures back and forth, send bigger messages, you have to pay for an upgrade. And that upgrade could be anywhere from $19 a month all the way up to $100 a month, depending on what dating site you're promoting and their promotion um, that they offer. You can have somebody on there for 2, 3, 6 months, a year, 2 years, and either two things happen. One person just can't find nobody and finally had enough of paying for their subscription and quit, or you find somebody that actually makes a relationship. They go out on a date, they start seeing each other, they start moving in together, and then, um, things happen. They want to get married. So, guess who goes back to the gym to fit in that beautiful wedding dress? So, it's a full circle when it works with the online dating. Um, and there's always somebody looking for their happily ever after. So, that is a, really great niche. I give it 2 out of 3 stars for the simple fact that when you actually have somebody that finds somebody, how likely are they bound to stay on that channel or even with that site? If they're getting married, um, most likely they're not going to stay on that channel unless somebody in a relationship is a dog or the swingers. Hey, people play like that. They're not most likely gonna stay on the site. So instead of losing one person like you would in the gym membership, you're actually losing two people. And so now instead of finding one person, you have to replace two, which is not a big deal because there's always another person out there looking for their Cinderella story. So that's why I give online relationships, 2 out of 3 stars. Um, when it comes to my third um, niche that brings profitable money is investing. Let me ask you a question. If you were able to put $1 in the vending machine and get $2 back, how long would you stand there and put $1 in the vending machine? I know for myself, I would not leave that vending machine. I would sit there all day long putting that dollar in until one thing or another thing happens. Either it runs out of money or I fall asleep standing up. And in that aspect, I would go out, hire a hobo off the street. I would buy him a hot meal. I would give him a motel room to stay. As long as he stands there and keeps putting that dollar in that machine, I'm going to keep making money off of that machine. And that's the beautiful thing about investing. Now, when it comes to investing, and if you're doing it properly, and you're actually making money back from your investments, then um, investors will stay pretty much for life. And I'll give you a perfect example of this. If you have ever heard of a millionaire, multimillionaire, super rich person, successful, ever say, you know, I made so much money, I'm just going to quit. I, I'm going to go enjoy my life and I'm done. No, you don't really, because people that make money, and this is what makes the difference between rich people and poor people, is the mindset. People that have the mindset of making money, investing, and getting um, an actual income that suffices most other incomes, they will continue to invest until the day they die. So you will have that person investing, if you're doing it right, forever. And sadly, if the day ever comes that they do pass, most likely a lot of these rich people will leave their money next to kin to their children. And little Bobby Jr. is going to want to invest too. He said, you made my dad a lot of money. Now I own the throne. I want to invest where my father invests, and I want to continue um, to grow his legacy. But do you think little Pigtail Susie's going to let little Bobby Jr. Take all of the glory? No, she's going to want to invest too. She's going to be, hey, you know what? I want a piece of that pie too. So now you have two new investors that you have for life. And each investor on top of that is just another cherry on top of the sundae. So that is why I would give investing 3 out of 3 stars. So when you're picking your niches, it's always important to want to have an evergreen niche that can continually bring you in revenues, but also that will start to multiply revenues. And so those are 3 different ways to look for a niche. There are many different niches out there, so you are not bound just by the 3 that I presented. Um, these are examples that I personally use um, in my business to drive traffic to, not only just drive traffic, but it actually enhances my business, because if I'm offering a certain product and I want to make that product even better, or if I'm doing a customization for a customer, I can actually combine an affiliate offer and put it inside of my price point, to where not only am I getting the the affiliate offer paid commissions for, but I'm actually selling my product as well, where I'm actually doubling my money. And so that is a great way to use affiliate marketing, even with your own business. Now there are millions of markets out there. If you are you new to this and you haven't been out, 3 that I could recommend is JV Zoo, um, Warrior Plus, and ClickBank. depending on what you want to sell, you can go for all kinds of different stuff, and you don't necessarily have to be stuck to one niche. It's kind of smart when you're first starting off to pick one, stay at that one, and then start growing a fan base, start growing your um, email list. It's important to have an email list. People say money's in the list. That is important to have. So using these tactics and sticking to one at first will guarantee that you're starting to create a presence, getting known by the people, and then you're following, gaining trust with them, and then you can move on and start making multiple money sites. Now, it's always smart to have multiple sites. What I personally do is I will make a site for the niche that I'm working, but then I will transfer all of my traffic to my major money site. So that's a great technique to use as well. We can get into more of that. Um, Email marketing is pretty much in the affiliate world a must, because if you're not collecting names, you're just driving traffic to your affiliate offer. Then once that traffic is done, you lose that contact to be able to sell it to another person. So it's definitely important to start growing your list, and that way you can start using that communication from the traffic that you are sending to your affiliate offer without losing the the client at the end of the sale. You can retarget them for other offers, and you can make even more money. So every day, um, build that list. Um, Make that your daily routine. And if you need traffic, there is a lot of different platforms out there. You can start a YouTube channel. You can start a Facebook page, a Facebook group. You can start a Twitter following. What I like to do is when I'm first initially starting out, I will use a lot of, let's say, solo ads. Send your ad out through solo ads, pay per click, and that's a sure way of growing your list absolutely quick. Now, there's a lot of free ways you can use, and pay per clicks and avenues. I can put a link down below and show you a couple places where if you don't have the money to necessarily afford traffic, but how to get free traffic through through these links. So look down below and subscribe to the channel. I would love to continue giving you some more tips and advice. Follow me on Facebook at Affiliated Prosperity, and we would love to have you guys um, and follow. We'd love to make sure everybody gets something out of it. So I appreciate your time. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe. Thank you. This is Alberto Gonzalez from Affiliated Prosperity.